Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the succession plan, or you can say importance of will. This is one of the most important topic that we never try to touch. We never try to understand what is the will, what is the succession plan. But it is always important. Reason is that it is the requirement of each and everyone, and we never thought. That's why it is the important, that is the reason today I'm discuss about this session. So first thing we have to understand, this is the photographs of the Dhiru Bhai Ambani family, Dhiru Bhai Ambani, Mukesh and Anil Ambani ji. Before death of Dhiru Bhai Ambani, we have never thought about any dispute in this family. Dhirubhai Mani death is 2002, and we have never thought that there is some dispute that can come in front of everyone. What happened after his death? Both brother was just fighting for each other for their business empire. Who will be honor? Who will take this particular industry? Who will keep this particular industry? Okay, and this fight has been for the 3 to 4 years. And after 3 years, when wife of the Dhirubhai Mani Kokila Pahan has come in between and she has settled each and everything. So what happened? This is the biggest business empire of India. In spite of that, there is some issues, and that Dhirubhai Mani has not started. Dhirubhai Mani has not thought this can be happen in my family. So due to that, what happened? His whole family reputation has been destroyed, because before 2002, before his death, there was no dispute in family. But now they have the dispute in family. So that we have to understand how it is the important. Succession plan is not only for will, it is important how you distribute your business, how you distribute each and everything, so that after you, no one have any issue in your family. There is another example. This is the photographs of the Vijay Pal Singhania and Gautam Singhania. Both are the owner of Raymond Group. Vijay Pal Singhania is father of Gautam Singhania, and he what he did, Vijay Pal Singhania has gifted 10,000 shares, 10,000 crore shares to Gautam Singhania. He thought, now after me, my son has to manage all business, so why not I will transfer my whole share to Gautam Singhania. What he did during his life, he has gifted 10,000 crore company, Raymond Group, to his son as a gift. What happened? After some time, after 3 to 4 months, Gautam Singhania has created such kind of the situation, atmosphere, environment. Vijay Pal Singhania has to come on road, and you can imagine it, any person who was the owner of the 10,000 crore, now he is residing in rented flat in Mumbai. That you can understand what kind of the situation Vijay Singhania is facing right now. Reason, in the both case, what we are seeing during the life, Dhirubhai Mani has not created succession plan. He has not understand the importance of the will. And again, during that lifetime, Vijay Singhania has gifted everything to his son. It means one has not thought, one has given each and everything control to his son. What happened? Both is facing, both family reputation and business has come game down. The reason is that when your reputation come in market, like there is some fight, there is some problem in family between brothers, between father and son, so definitely business hamper. So if you are thinking कि मेरे जाने के बाद भी if there is some dispute, ठीक है, we don't have the such kind of the business कि we have the business of 1,000 crore, 5,000 crore, 10,000 crore, but in spite of that, we have the reputation in our society, in our mahalla, in our family. If we are thinking our family reputation will not destroy within my family, so that we have to understand and we have to create will and we have to find the importance. And then we have another example, that is the Tata Group. They are also doing the business for the last 100 years. In spite of that, there is no dispute. And you are aware, we are aware. Ratan Tata, we lost Ratan Tata in last year. Okay. Ratan Tata was not biological son of this family. It means he was not born in this family. Tata Group or Tata family has adopted Ratan Tata, and Ratan Tata has not married. It means he was not biological son and he has not married, so there is no biological legal here in his family. In spite of that, there is no such as the dispute in Tata Group. But in the both above cases, we are saying both are the biological. It means Dhirubhai Mani has the own sons, and Vijay Singhania and Gautam Singhania, they have the biological relationship, uh, father and son, and another biological brother. So we are saying if we have the such kind of the plan, so if even don't have the biological relationship, in spite of that, you will not face such kind of the problem, reputation, and lose of the family. So that we have to understand. If it is the possible in the big family, so why not it this kind of the problem can happen with us? So we have to try ourselves कि हम इस प्रॉब्लम से बच सकें. And one more thing, on 10th May, I'm doing the physical training related to will, and that is the around 2 hours. And this is at the IIT gate. So anyone who is interested, they can come and they can contact in WhatsApp group or anywhere, and so that we can come, where we will discuss each and everything related to will. Now there is the one question. If anyone who has not drafted will, as we are saying in the real practical situation, my father, my grandfather, my great grandfather, they have not created any will. In spite of that, every asset is transferred from one generation to another generation, and third generation, and fourth generation. Then we can think, you can say, Manish, if everything is the fine because my father, great grandfather, forefather, or great great grandfather, they have not created any will, they have not made any succession plan. Why you are saying right now there is some necessity of plan? There is a two thing. If we are talking about 20 years back, 30 years back, 40 years back, then there is the one thing there was no such as the computerized thing. Each and everything was connected in the code, uh, or you can say the uh, registry office, each and everything. Even it was happening in the 20 years back. When I have to buy the any property, we buy in the name of the Ram, Syam, Am, X, Y, Z. Matlab ki there is no such as the name of the person. Even we are buying the in name of that particular person. Okay, but now it is not possible in the today's scenario. If I want to buy any property in name of any person, then that particular person has to come and he has to give the biological signature, uh, like thumb, like eyes scan, and they have all is the connected with the Aadhaar card. But it was not happening before the Aadhaar card. There was no happening. uh, you have heard this property has been purchased in the name of the Ram, X, Y, Z, or even the minor child. They have even the name of the wife, and they have never gone to court. They have not never gone to registry office, and in spite of that property in the name of the my mother, my wife, etc. All those things. But right now it is not possible. If you want to purchase, you want to sell any property in name of the anyone, okay, then you have to create in name particular with that particular person. Okay, so I'm saying if it's happening in the 20 years back, 50 years back, 60 years back, but now it will create some problem. Okay, now we are going to discuss about if you have not written any will, then what will happen? Suppose that I am male and I have not written my will. what will happen? Whatever I have asset, my asset will be distributed with one portion will go to my mother, one portion will go to my wife, and one portion will go to my children. Now, suppose that my property is the 1 CR. Suppose that my property is the 1 CR, and this property is like shares or gold, FD in each and everything, including each and everything, it is the 1 CR. So my mother is alive, my wife is alive, and I have one children. So my total property will be distributed in the three category, like 33 lakh, 33 lakh, 33 lakhs of it, and that will be distributed to each and everyone. Suppose that I have two kids. One, definitely I will have the one mother, one wife, and I have the two kids. So my property will be distributed in 25 lakhs. So 25 lakh rupees will be given to my mother, 25 lakh rupees will be given to my wife, and 25 lakh rupees to my each children will be given. Suppose that my mother is not alive, only my wife and children is alive. So obvious सी बात है कि my property will be distributed among wife and children. Suppose that my mother, my wife, my children, or children of children, anyone that is written in the class 1, step 1, if no one is alive. Suppose that I was traveling to Haridwar with my mother, with my kids, with my mother, and I got accident. So मेरी mother भी चली गई, wife is also not involved, and my kids 8 साल 10 साल 12 साल के थे, he was also not there. Okay, तो grandchildren होने का there is no question. Then if my father is alive, so my whole property will transfer to my father. My whole property will transfer to my father. Okay, and if my father is not available, suppose that he is no more, then my property will transfer to my sibling, my brother, my sister, and anyone. Suppose that my brother sister is not alive, or they suppose that I am the only one child of my parent, then what will happen? This property will transfer to parental family, like my uncle, my cousin, etc. All those things. If there is no one in my parental family, कोई दादाजी में नहीं है, चाचा में नहीं है, बुआ में नहीं है, then it will transfer to my maternal family. Like it will goes to my नानी घर, जहां पर I have to check if my nana nani is alive, then my property will go to nana nani. If nana nani is not alive, then this property will transfer to mama or mausi. If there is no mama mausi, then I have to see if there is any son or daughter of mama and mausi. Then this kind of the scenario we have to think. So first thing, mother, wife, children. If no one is there, then property will transfer to father, then male sibling, then paternal family, then maternal family. Again, if the same situation is happening with female, and female has not written any will, what will happen? Female property will transfer to children and husband. Female property is transferred to children and husband. Suppose that any female who has the total net worth is the 1 CR, and she has two children and one husband, then whole property will be transferred into three category, and will be transferred to children and husband. Suppose that only one child, obviously बात है husband तो one ही होगा, then will be transferred into the equal. Okay, if somehow children and husband is not alive, or you can say, you can take the another example, there is a one female, he just got married. After 6 months, he was going somewhere, or he was going somewhere with husband. And within the 6 months, there is no question of the child. Okay. And husband and that female is not alive. So what will happen? Whatever the property of that female will be transferred to husband family. Like उस फीमेल के जो सास ससुर हैं, या if there is no in-laws is alive, then brother and sister of the husband is alive, then the whole property will be transferred within the husband family. If there is no one in the husband family, like mother father भी नहीं है, अपने sibling भी नहीं है, there is no cousin, then if there is no one in the whole husband side, then this property transferred to Maike side, or you can say the mother father or family of the female. So that you have to understand that this is the law, as per this law, property is transferred every time. And now, if you say, Manish, it is the rule of the Hindu Succession Act when will is not available. If anyone is saying, what will happen if will is available? Suppose that myself, I have written the one will, so what will happen? If I have written one will, and in will, suppose that my mother alive, my wife alive, my children is alive, and I have written will, and I have written each and every asset to my wife and children. I have not given to anything to my mother. Then will be valid. This section or this clause will not be valid. This is the valid only one scenario when you have not written any will, then asset will be transferred, asset will be distributed as per Hindu Succession Act. So if you have written will and will is valid, so as per will, your asset will be transferred and distributed to each and everyone. Otherwise, this scenario will apply for distribution of your asset. So what is the need of will? That I have already discussed you. If there is the one working woman and she is interested to pay some part, like she has the wealth of the 10 CR. Suppose that there is the one working woman and she has the wealth of the 10 CR, and she is aware that her father is not well and her brother has started one startup company and now it is not working, and her brother has got the loss of the around 50 lakh 70 lakh, and she is interested to pay like 50 lakh rupees, 1 crore in the 10 CR. He want to give 1 crore to his brother, and balance money will transfer to the husband and kids, and he was planning to make transfer after 1 month. Suppose that she was thinking that after 1 month I will transfer, but before transferring to his brother, she is not alive. She is not alive. So what will happen? This scenario will come. There is no will, then female ke property will transfer to children and husband. And I am 100% sure that if my wife is not here, my wife is not alive, and she has the property of the 10 year, and all property to come to me, like my children and to me. It is just like equal to me. Okay? Everything is the transfer to me. So I am not going to transfer any fund to my wife family, whether it is the 1 rupees, whether it is the 1 CR. Even my wife has told me, due to some reason, I have not drafted will and I want to give. But money is the money. And I think, yaar, ab to wo chali gayi, why I will transfer, okay? So what will happen, ki, as being the working woman, if you want to help your family, your friend, anyone, and without will, if you have died, without will, if you have died, then your property will be transferred as per this scenario that I have discussed. So what will happen? Whatever you have thought, so that will not be fulfilled. That will be not be fulfilled, and your wish will be wish. So that you have to think whatever you have thought in your mind. So if you want to complete, you want to do something for anyone, तो आपको will बनाना पड़ेगा, otherwise it will not work. There is an example. Let's assume I am one person and I have one driver with me for the last 10 years. I know my kids will not keep this driver for the long time. After me, this driver will be not associated with my family. I'm interested. My total property is of 2 CR. Let's assume my total property is the 2 CR, including gold, including FD, including each and everything. Okay. Now I'm thinking, why not I transfer the 5 lakh rupees to my driver, because he has given the prestigious 10 years, 12 years, 15 years to me, to my family. And I'm aware in my family, my kids will not keep as a driver after me. So I'm planning if I transfer the 5 lakh rupees and suppose that he has the 2 and 3 lakh rupees, so definitely he can start some business or he can invest or he can run his life, whatever. This is my wish. I want to help my driver. Without will, I have died. I was thinking, मैं लिखूंगा, मैं अपने ड्राइवर को 5 लाख दूंगा, लेकिन due to some reason, let's assume I got the heart attack. Okay, what will happen? My property will transfer to my family member. It is my mother, my wife, my kids. Suppose that my mother is not alive, so obviously this property will be transferred to my wife and kids. Once my wife and kids will be owner of this property, so no one will transfer 5 lakh rupees to my driver. So what will happen? Whatever I have thought, that will be the dream, that will be the wish कि मैंने सोचा था और सोचते ही रह गए. If I have written the will, my total property is the 2 CR and 1 crore 95 lakh rupees will be distributed with my family, like my wife, my kids, and only 5 lakh rupees that is in my FD will transfer to my driver, Mr. Ram. Okay. Even my kids will think, यार जाने दो यार, in the 2 CR प्रॉपर्टी से 5 लाख रुपया तो जा रहा है, जाने दो, कोई बात नहीं है. ओके, तो दैट यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड. तो that we have to understand कि what is the importance of the will or what is the importance of not having will. Now, why will is the requirement? Reason, suppose that I have the one kids and 2 kids. One is the settle outside India, one is the settle in India. Then how I will distribute my whole asset? Who is the settle outside India and who is the settle in India? Reason is that if I have given real estate, who is the settle outside India, then he has to sold out. And once he has to sold out, he has to come India and he has to give the time for the like 1 month, 2 months, 6 months. Reason is that without spending some time in India, no one can sell any real estate property. Okay. But if I make the such a kind of the plan, my real estate value is the 2 CR and I have the again 2 CR in the shares, mutual fund, gold. So whatever the immovable property of financial asset, I have transferred that son who is the outside India, and any son who is the in India, I have transferred immovable property equivalent to both amount. Then both brother will not fight, and after me there will be no dispute in my family, and it will be the each and everything. Okay. Now there is the one amendment in 2005 that is the equitable share. Now, in any family, if you are the male or you are the female, you have the equal right in your father property. Suppose that I have the two sister and I am the two brother. So all we have the equal right in my father property. So suppose that I am the father and I have the two kids, two daughter, two children, and my both daughter is the married in the well-known home and both are the very happy. Okay, but I don't want to give any portion to my daughter. But so if I have not written will, then as per will, my whole property will transfer to as per will law, and this will be transferred to my all kids. But once I have the written will, then I can stop. I can restrict my daughter, or I can disproportionate like 5%, 10% to my daughter, and balance amount to my son. So that we have to understand what I want to do, what I want not to do. Suppose that I have the business of sweets. Sweet shop, but my kids is interested I want to start software business, I want to start a startup, etc. All the, but I'm not interested in your sweets business. So what will happen? Who will take look after? And if there is a profit in this business, so how I have to work? Okay. And disproportionate distribution of wealth, I have already discussed with you. Donation and help to others. If you want to donate, like in any hospital, any NGO, or help to your driver, help to your domestic servant, your friend, anyone, but you have not mentioned, you have not drafted will, then it will be the just wish. Okay. Whatever you have the property like immovable property, the with will you can easily transfer immovable property to anyone. So this is the scenario where you can say that this is the requirement of will. Now question is arises I have the explain what is the will, and without will what will happen, and why it is a requirement. In spite of that, we are not created will. Will reason is that there is the one character in our inside, that is the Bhispitama. Bhispitama has the वरदान ऑफ द इच्छा मृत्यु कि whenever he will think he can go. मतलब जिस दिन को चाहेंगे उसी दिन मर सकते हैं. तो that kind of the वरदान वी आर थिंकिंग कि हमें भी इच्छा मृत्यु का वरदान मिला हुआ कि जिस दिन हम चाहेंगे हम उसी दिन मरेंगे, और मरने से पहले हम अपना विल या सक्सेशन प्लान बना देंगे. तो दैट इज द वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग कि वी डोंट क्रिएट सक्सेशन प्लान, बट ऐसा होता नहीं है, बिकॉज डेथ इज द परपेचुअल ट्रूथ एंड नो वन कैन डिटरमिन, नो वन कैन प्रिडिक्ट कि मैं इसी टाइम मरूंगा। मरना तो इट इज द 100% परपेचुअल ट्रूथ, बट नो वन कैन कंफर्म कि मैं किस टाइम मेरा डेथ होगा। तो दैट इज द वन कैरेक्टर इनसाइड अस कि भीष्म पितामह हम अपने आप को समझते हैं। दैट इज द रीजन कि वी नेवर क्रिएटेड द विल, एंड देयर इज अनदर कैरेक्टर इनसाइड मी कि आई एम द राजा दशरथ एंड माय किड्स इज द राम एंड भरत। कि वट एवर द प्रॉपर्टी आई विल ट्रांसफर टू राम, Ram will transfer to Bharat, and if I will transfer to Bharat, so Bharat will transfer to Ram. But my both kids, 3 kids, 4 kids, all kids will never fight for property. They will never fight for the wealth. But I think whatever the world I have seen in the Kali Yuga, it is not happening. If anyone is the transfer, any property is given, so they will keep it. If you are thinking, no, Manish is saying wrong, in spite of that, you have the इच्छा मृत्यु वरदान कि whenever you thought कि मेरा मैं तो मरूंगा उसी टाइम जिस दिन मैं चाहूंगा, एंड माय ब्रदर, माय किड्स, माय चाइल्ड इज लाइक राम एंड भरत, देन यू कैन गो अहेड वट एवर द सिचुएशन यू आर राइट नाउ डूइंग, गो अहेड। इफ your thought, there is a something right, there is a something correct in Mani's word, then you have to plan for the succession, and you have to understand the importance of the will, and today you have to create your succession plan, you have to create your will, even you have not created till date. So now I'm going to end my session with the 3 things. If till date you don't have the succession plan, you don't have the will, then first of all you have to create list of will. What is your list of will? Like how many you have the bank account, how many you have the real estate, how many you have the portfolio, how many you have the gold, how many you have the investment in the shares, mutual fund, each and everything. Then what is the legal title? Suppose that I have purchased the one house in name of my father. Suppose that I have purchased the one house in the name of the father. But if it is not legal title in me, with me, then what will happen? Father, this property is considered as the father property, and father property distributed with my old uncle. तो what will happen? 1 करोड़ की प्रॉपर्टी जो मुझे मिल रहा था, मेरे 4 भाई हैं, तो नाउ आई विल गेट ओनली 25 लाख रुपीज. So that you have to see what is the legal title of asset, control of asset. Suppose that I have purchased one land in Noida 10 years back, एंड आज उस पर किसी ने कब्जा कर रखा है. सपोज दैट एनी इलीगल पर्सन हैज जस्ट कैप्चर माय प्रॉपर्टी, ओके, एंड आई हैव ट्राई ईच एंड एवरीथिंग, लड़ाई झगड़ा कर लिया, केस कर लिया, बट ही इज नॉट लिविंग माय प्रॉपर्टी, ही इज नॉट removing my property. So what is the need? You can understand the importance of that property. It means that is not your property. So that you have to think कि legal title तो आपके नाम पर है, but you have not control on your asset. Fair market of value. Suppose that you have invested some money in your gold, some money, suppose that you have purchased the gold 10 years back, and that was the 10 years back around, it was around 30,000 rupees, 35,000 rupees for the 100 grams. Now it is the 1 lakh rupees. And you think, yeah, I will buy the another time when the price will go down. Okay, so what I have to do? मैं इसको बेच देता हूँ. So that you have to understand what is the fair market value of your asset, and whether it is the importance or not. And you think कि आज मैं बेच के I can earn more money, and when it will reduce price, I can again buy. So that you have to make the plan, because when you will have the list of wealth, legal title, control of asset, or fair market value. And in last, what is the storage status? की legal document किसके पास है? Whether you are keeping, whether it is kept in locker, or whether it is kept with your family, like your ताऊजी, मामाजी, फूफाजी, नानाजी, and पता चला कि they are making the some misbehaving, or they want to transfer that property with any other. So that you have to understand. So now I would like to close my session, and if you have any question, you are most welcome. I hope I have tried my best to say what is the importance of will, and what is the will, and why it is the importance, and you have to create your will. So thank you everyone. If you have any feedback, any question, any suggestion, most welcome. Thank you.
Hi Manish sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I've seen the complete program and I really liked it that this is the awareness everybody should know. So I have one question in case like somebody has done his will and now he's died. Okay, and can anyone challenge that will, like if his wife or his son or his daughters?
Yeah, ma'am. Challenge is the one thing that anyone can challenge. Suppose that just to take the one example. Suppose that I'm the person and I have two kids and I have written the property in name of the only one kids. I have written my whole property to one kid. So my another kids have the option to challenge my property. हाँ, मेरा पड़ोसी चैलेंज नहीं कर सकता है. ठीक है. सपोज दैट because if my will is not available, तो first who will be the honor? My mother. मदर मेरी रही नहीं. ओके. तो सी कैन नॉट चैलेंज. माई वाइफ. सपोज दैट कि माई वाइफ भी नहीं रही. देन आई हैव ओनली टू चाइल्ड एंड I have given whole property to my one child and I have not transferred a single penny to another child. तो my another child can challenge. हाँ, मेरा भाई चैलेंज नहीं कर सकता है, मेरा फादर चैलेंज नहीं कर सकते. रीजन कि वो फर्स्ट कैटेगरी में आते ही नहीं. पहला चीज ये हु कैन चैलेंज. सेकेंड थिंग, challenge can be done anytime. Like when we are going on road, तो आप रोड पर आप you have heard, you have seen lots of the practical example कि when you are on the red light, अभी रेड लाइट से ग्रीन भी नहीं होता, बिफोर 4 मिनट्स पहले पीछे वाला हॉर्न बजाना शुरू कर देते हैं. दे आर अवेयर. या व्हेन यू आर स्टक इन जाम, तब भी उसको पता है कि आगे पूरा जाम है, तब भी वो हॉर्न बजाते हैं. उनको पता है कि हॉर्न बजाने से वो आदमी दूसरे कार के ऊपर चढ़ के नहीं चला जाएगा. इन स्पाइट ऑफ दैट दे आर डूइंग. तो मेकिंग चैलेंज और गोइंग टू कोर्ट इट अ वेरी सिंपल थिंग एंड एनी वन कैन डू. लेकिन यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि हु कैन चैलेंज. सपोज मेरा पड़ोसी चैलेंज करता तो वो चैलेंज काम ही नहीं करेगा. So if challenge is done within the family, then court can understand. But again, you have to see whether your father will, my will, or anyone will is written in the validity manner. कि वो will लिखने का ना there is the validity. Like you have to get the at least two witness. और will में there is no witness sign, there is no signature of the witness, तो वो invalid है. Suppose that I have मैं किसी गुरु से प्रभावित हूँ. लेट्स से जो मैं किसी बाबा के यहाँ आश्रम में आता हूँ जाता हूँ. ठीक है. एंड आफ्टर रिटायरमेंट आई एम गिविंग द मोर टाइम टू बाबा. एंड बाबा को लगा कि अरे मनीष के पास तो मनीष है द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ द 2 CR, क्यों ना इसको इन्फ्लुएंस कर ले. तो व्हेन आई हैव विजिटेड हिज आश्रम, उन्होंने पूरी की पूरी 2 करोड़ प्रॉपर्टी बाबा ने अपने नाम पर करवा लिया, विटनेस भी करवा लिया, रजिस्टर्ड भी करवा लिया, एंड जो भी वैलिडिटी होते थे सब चीज करवा लिया और विल भी अपने पास रख लिया. ठीक है. मेरे बच्चे को पता भी नहीं. एंड somehow I was the hypnotized or you can say that I was in control of the बाबा कि I was not able to tell my family कि भाई मैंने सारी प्रॉपर्टी दूसरे को दान कर रखी है. दिस इज द वन पॉसिबिलिटी. After my death, when my kids, my wife will aware कि this property has been taken by the Baba in the ashram, so they can make the challenge. They can say कि ये जो will बना है, this will has been made when my father has gone to ashram and his mind was the in undue influence and it was the captured by the Baba, so it is not a valid will. Reason is that कि अगर ये valid कोई भी एक सेंस वाला आदमी रहेगा तो कम से कम अपने फैमिली को कुछ देगा. होल प्रॉपर्टी विल नॉट ट्रांसफर टू एनीवन. दान देना है 10-20% दान देगा, पूरा का पूरा 100% नो बडी विल डॉन. ओके. तो विल कैन बी चैलेंज एनीवन, बट यू हैव टू सी द वैलिडिटी ऑफ विल एंड हु इज द चैलेंजिंग. अब मान लो कि आश्रम दे दिया, मेरे बेटे को मेरी बीवी को नहीं पसंद है, मतलब मेरी बीवी बच्चे का था, ठीक है दे दिया, हमारे पास 200 करोड़ और है, लेट्स एज्यूम. अब मेरा कजन भाई आके बोलता है, क्या मेरा पड़ोसी आके बोलता है नहीं जी मनीष जी की प्रॉपर्टी एक बाबा के पास कैसे जाएगा, तो कोर्ट विल डिसमिस. वो चैलेंज काम ही नहीं करेगा. रीजन कि पहला हक हु इज द हैविंग द माय होल प्रॉपर्टी हैज द ऑप्शन माय वाइफ माय किड्स. अगर उन दोनों को प्रॉब्लम नहीं है तो ये केस आगे जस्टिफाई ही नहीं होगा. तो चैलेंज कैन बी एट एनी मोमेंट एनी केस. लेकिन वो कैसे होगा, तो दैट इज द लीगल हरासमेंट. कि वही मैं समझाना चाहता हूँ कि राइट नाउ इफ यू कनेक्टेड विथ मी एंड आई हैव गिवन द लॉट्स ऑफ द थ्योरी, लॉट्स ऑफ द प्रैक्टिकल, एंड मैं आपको इस तरीके से इफ देयर इज द सम डिस्प्यूट इन योर फैमिली, तो मैं आपके फैमिली मिटिगेशन भी करके वो सारा प्रॉब्लम ऐसे कर दूंगा कि आपके जाने के बाद न डिस्प्यूट में आए और ना ही आपको कोर्ट जा, आपके फैमिली को आपके जाने के बाद आप मतलब आप और मैं तो रहूंगा ही नहीं। अगर विल तो उसी टाइम खुलता है जब मैं नहीं रहूंगा।
हम्म,
मेरे जीते जी विल खुल भी जाता है ना मैम, तो देर इज नो वैलिडिटी। When I'm not alive, then there is the validity of will. तो मेरे जाने के बाद तो मैं कुछ कर ही नहीं सकता। If I'm alive, then I can manage something. मैं अपने बच्चे को समझा सकता हूँ, अपनी वाइफ को समझा सकता हूँ, अपने मदर को समझा सकता हूँ। बट when I'm not alive, तो वो कहानी खत्म हो गई। तो this is the my expertise कि I make the discussion with the my client, my their family, कि उस इस सारी चीज को समझते हुए 3 4 5 मीटिंग लगती है, understanding of the family requirement and asset understanding each and everything, and how they have to create will, so that ki after you, after me, there will no such as a dispute in our family.
और सर उसके बाद में मतलब फिर मतलब लीगल एक्शंस या वो कोर्ट कोर्ट के थ्रू ही होता है
हाँ,
मीन्स।
तो once it is the legal action and कोर्ट ने एक बार एक्सेप्ट कर लिया, when the court has accepted कि हाँ दिस इज द वैलिड चैलेंज, दिस इज द वैलिड चैलेंज, तो वो 4 5 साल कोर्ट चलेगा। और 4 5 साल के बाद वट एवर द डिसीजन इज कमिंग बाय कोर्ट, वो आपको मानना पड़ेगा। आप कोई भी प्रॉपर्टी का केस 4 साल 5 साल, जैसे डिवोर्स का केस 4 5 साल चलता है, किसी
हम्म,
बिजनेस में कि दो वेंडर का लड़ाई तो 3 4 साल चलता है, एक चेक डिजॉनर का केस भी 3 4 साल चलता है, प्रॉपर्टी का भी केस 4 5 साल गया काम से, उसके बगैर कोई उपाय नहीं है।
वो मतलब म्यूचुअली डिसीजन हो तो अच्छा है, अदरवाइज
हाँ।
इट विल टेक
हाँ।
टाइम। या
या।
थैंक यू सर।
ठीक है, तो
ओके।
now we can close. And if you have, Geeta ji, if you have any question, you can ask. You have my phone number. And again, if you want to, you are in Delhi or outside Delhi.
दिल्ली।
Yeah. So if you have time on the 10th May, 3 to 5, that is the second Saturday, and this is my physical seminar at IIT Gate. So you are most welcome. I will share the detail with you. And if you come, so definitely around 25 to 30% has already
रजिस्टर्ड
confirmed
है।
they are
या
coming. So it will be the very good for you. That, and
श्योर
one
सर।
more thing that is not I have to say, but you will learn and you will can have the networking again.
श्योर सर। You can send the details on our group also, on WhatsApp group.
Yeah, so my flyer and detail I will share with you or Savana ji, and
Yeah, sure।
you can share in like maybe in our consequence, whatever the location you want to do.
ठीक है सर। ओके,
Yeah.
थैंक यू सो मच सर।